Hello everyone, welcome back. We are here today with our higher education team for another presentation as part of the ongoing weekly sessions we're running as part of LC online lockdown. So hope everyone's well and have been managing to stay safe and sane during lockdown. Today I'm joined by Emma, Marco and Katie, and the focus of today's session is basically around clearing and A-level results day, which is going to be happening really soon, next Thursday. And the team's going to be talking to you a bit about the process of clearing and some advice around results day itself. So I'm going to hand over now to Marco, who's going to kick things off. I'm going to hand over now to Katie, who's going to kick off the presentation for you. Thanks, Katie.
Lovely. Cheers, Nick. Thank you ever so much. Just to kind of reiterate there that A-level results day, I think Nick just got it mixed up. It's in August. So we're in 13th of August. So we've still got a little while to go. But yeah, so thank you ever so much. And I'm Katie from the College Careers team. And today myself and Emma and Marco from our higher education team are going to take you through a short presentation on clearing, which will include higher education courses available at Leicester College and the clearing process with us here at the college also. So as always, pop any questions that you have for us in the comments, and obviously at the end of the presentation we're all going to try our best to answer those for you. So in terms of the clearing process, for many students this is often used when they will receive their exam results in August, if you've been obviously not sitting exams this year of course, but that's when you'll receive your calculated grades. And obviously then it's a process that is available if you've not actually secured any of your offers. I wanted to say that it's a really valid route to gain a place in higher education now. So it's certainly not kind of seen as a second best option. Just kind of bear in mind, it's important to be flexible, open to options and proactive with your research. And actually it could be a really good option for you. So it's important to stress that for most courses, it isn't too late to apply, and clearing is now open for students. It actually opened yesterday on UCAS, which is nice and timely for our session today. So before I move on, so I just wanted to clarify what is clearing, first of all. So basically clearing is how universities and colleges fill any places they still have on their courses. So it does run from the beginning of July, as I've just said, to the middle of October. And you can apply for courses through clearing if you're not already holding any offers from a university or college and the course you're interested in still has places available. So just to kind of go through this first slide here, just to make it really clear who can actually use clearing. So you've got to be applying perhaps for the first time after the 30th of June deadline, which is when the main UCAS cycle ended. So any application received by UCAS kind of from now onwards will automatically go into clearing. So you don't opt in or anything like that, it will automatically get entered into clearing. So you've not got to be holding any offers, okay? So you may already have applied through UCAS and used your 5 original choices. So, and then unfortunately you might not be holding any offers. Now this could be because you didn't receive any, you declined them, or you didn't meet the conditions of any offers, or as I've said, you've applied after that 30th of June date. So to use clearing, typically you do need to make an application through UCAS. So if you haven't already applied, you just need to get onto ucas.com, register and make an application, okay? So unlike applying before clearing, you'll only be able to add a choice after you've submitted the application and once you've received a verbal offer that you want to accept. And obviously the bottom one, you've got to be eligible for clearing. And don't worry, as I've said, you don't have to opt in. If you are, your application on UCAS track will say that you're in clearing, okay? And you'll have a clearing number, which is unique to you. And you'll need that when you start to have some conversations with universities or colleges you're interested in, okay? So a little bit about how to apply then using clearing. So first of all, I would say if you can get some advice, if you're considering changing your course potentially as well, because you can change your original subject choice as well in clearing now. So talk to somebody like a careers advisor. The careers team are all available, working from home remotely, so you can get in touch with us. Talk to teachers and friends and family, because they could help you consider maybe alternative courses or subject areas that might suit you. So once you've had a little bit of a chat and got some advice, start to see what courses are available in clearing. And as I've said, this has gone live as of yesterday. So one of the easiest ways you can do it is using the course search tool on the UCAS website, so www.ucas.com. So you can obviously search for a specific course, or you could just browse all available courses. Of course, you can also go to university, websites as well. So just as I say, remember, you don't have to stick to your original subject choice at this time. So if you had applied for one subject originally on your UCAS applications, but now are thinking something different, that's absolutely fine. Courses available on the UCAS website through clearing are regularly updated. So just a bit of a tip there, do keep checking back and seeing kind of what's been updated. So with the clearing process, before you can add a clearing choice in UCAS track, you need to actually call and speak to the universities or colleges you're interested in. So have that clearing number and UCAS personal ID number to hand, as they will ask for those, because they then can view your application. However, don't worry if you haven't actually yet made an application through UCAS. Don't let that stop you from contacting a university or college that you're interested in, because they can then advise you after that initial conversation how best they want you to apply. So when you have that conversation, all you need to do is kind of be quite calm and advise them what course you're interested in and ask if they'd be happy to offer you a place. So a big piece of advice here is to treat this conversation almost like a mini telephone interview, and be prepared to explain why you're interested in the course and why you want to study that subject. Okay, so try not to panic or feel too nervous. Okay, the admissions teams only want to help you, and hopefully if you meet their requirements, they'll offer you a place. Okay, so they'll want to speak to you though, not a parent or advisor, so just be ready when you make that call. So you actually could have quite a few informal offers over the phone, possibly from a few different universities and colleges, and then obviously you'll need to decide which one you want to accept, but that might be quite a nice position to be in. So again, another tip here is if you are sat with a few 5 or 6 offers perhaps, just be aware that some offers may have a short lifespan. Okay, so for example, the offer is only valid for 24 hours, so just be clear about any time limits on the offer that has been made to you. And once you've decided which course you would like to accept, you can then just add your clearing choice in track. So this counts as you accepting the offer. So if they confirm, it will show as an acceptance on your choices page in track. Okay, so you can only add one choice at a time, but if the university or college doesn't confirm your place, you'll then be able to add another. Okay, so it is quite a simple, straightforward process. Just before I move on and pass on to Marco, I just wanted to touch on a couple of things that UCAS have introduced recently. So one is called self-release into clearing, basically. So this was introduced by UCAS last year, which actually is a great option for students because it gives them a bit more control over their applications. So this would be something if you're sat there and you've already got some firm offers, but you've now changed your mind and you want to apply somewhere else, you can actually release yourself into clearing. Okay, so you do that in track by using the decline your button place, but I'm going to stress here that you really should only use this if you no longer wish to take up your place, okay, at that firm choice. As I said, it's a simple process, but UCAS will flag up several warnings to ensure you're fully aware of what you're doing. But if you want to do that, you can do that through track. Your place will be then declined with your firm or first choice, and your contract with that university or college will be cancelled and you'll lose your place. So as I said, please only kind of use this function if you're sure you no longer want your place. If you're perhaps sat there kind of with a firm choice offer, but you want to maybe change the course at that university or college, then just give them a call and see whether they can perhaps swap your place. And completely new for this year, And I know that Emma and Mark are going to touch on this as well. But new for this year is a feature introduced by UCAS called Clearing Plus, which I just wanted to make you guys aware of. So if you do find yourself in clearing this year, completely unplaced, UCAS Track will automatically allow you to see a list of courses that are matched to you, okay, using what they know about you and what they're looking for in a student. So there will be a link to this option on the welcome page in your Track account. And these matches will be unique to you, and the most relevant matches will appear at the top of the list. So you can actually then say you're interested in a course once you've had a little look at them, and the university or college will then be passed your details and contact you directly if they can offer you a place. So again, fantastic option potentially for students to kind of widen their ideas, perhaps courses that they're not even thought about. And there's no limit to how many universities you can show your interest in. But I'd just say here, also with clearing, you know, be proactive. Don't just sit and wait for a call, because you can still use clearing in the usual way. So just be confident, do your research and start having some conversations. Lovely. So I'm going to pass over to Marco now. Thank you for listening.
Morning, everyone, and thank you, Katie, for that extensive explanation of UCAS. It's amazing how UCAS has developed to give students real power and more choice. But and although I'm sitting there thinking, God, that sounds really complicated, there's always people on hand. You know, we've got a great team here at Leicester College who I'm sure would be happy to help you if you do have any questions. I'm going to take us right back to the beginning a little bit before we get on to look at the higher education offer here at Leicester College. And as you can see on this slide, generally 16 to 18 education ends at level 3. So that's A levels and your kind of typical BTECs are at level 3. Higher education or degree level qualifications take up the next 3 levels. So level 4, level 5 and level 6. And we have level 4, 5 and 6 qualifications here at Leicester College. And these qualifications are equivalent to studying at a standard university on a 3-year undergraduate degree. So I mean, basically any program at level 4 is equivalent to year 1 of a degree. Level 5 is equivalent to year 2 of a degree, and level 6 is equivalent to year 3 of an honours degree. So here at Leicester College, you can study, for example, higher nationals. They sit at level 4 and level 5. So they're 2-year qualifications that are equal to year 1 and year 2 of a degree in a variety of subjects. And we also have foundation degrees. Our higher nationals are awarded by an organisation called Pearson EdExcel. Our foundation degrees also sit at level 4 and level 5, so they're equivalent to year 1 and year 2 of an honours degree. But our foundation degrees are awarded by Montfort University and delivered by us at Leicester College. And finally, we've got a number of options to top up from your higher national or your foundation degree onto a final year of a top-up degree at Leicester College. And we run one full bachelor degree in acting as well. All of our full-time degree level provision, the details of those can be found on UCAS, ready for you to make an application. Now, because this session is tailored for UCAS clearing guidance, we'll only be talking about our full-time provision, but Leicester College does have undergraduate degree level part-time provision as well, and we'll touch on that a little bit, but not in any great detail. So in terms of our full-time offer, we have undergraduate full-time courses in business, computing, travel and tourism, a number of courses that sit under the creative industries banner. So we have footwear, graphic design and e-media, photography and video, and artistic makeup and special effects. We've also got HE programs full-time in engineering, construction, and as I mentioned earlier, performing arts and music technology. So if you are someone, and many of our adult learners consider applying for one of our part-time programs, we do have part-time programs in photography, construction, engineering, music, and education and training. You don't need to apply through UCAS for those courses. That is a direct application to Leicester College. Simply visit the website, go to the HE course pages, filter on part-time, and when you get to a course that you're interested in, you can just hit the apply button and that application comes direct to Leicester College. So that's it from me. I'm going to hand over now to Emma, who will pick up the baton.
Thanks, Marco. Morning, everyone. So I think it's really important to note, if you are thinking of applying to Leicester College, most of our courses are on UCAS under the Leicester College banner, which is the institution code L36. But there are 3 exceptions to this rule. Our suite of foundation degrees and Pearson EdXL High Nationals are all found by searching for courses through Leicester College, which is the L36 code. Now, this also includes the level 6 top-up degrees, which are the professional studies, creative industries, and tourism and events management, which are both the level 6 top-ups to the foundation degrees. Now, these offer students who have either higher nationals or foundation degrees the opportunity to top up. So if you're thinking of applying straight away, you're perhaps looking at the foundation degree first. But if you do already have a level 5 qualification, you can apply to those through UCAS as well. You're right to pop the next slides on. Thanks, guys. You're right to flick to the next slide, please. Thank you. So, like I said, there are 3 exceptions to the Leicester College UCAS code and application system. So, if you wouldn't mind popping the next slide on, you can see that we've got a 2-year accelerated degree in acting. This is a unique 2-year course awarded by Montfort University. In addition to that, we have 2 full-time higher national diplomas in business and computing, and these are both found on Montfort University's UCAS profile, which is under institution code D26. So if you are searching for Leicester College, both of the institutions should appear on UCAS for you. So if you type in Leicester College, you'll get both the Montfort University options, and as you can see, you'll get the Leicester College location there, and if you scroll through the same page, you'll still get the Leicester College courses as well. So it should all be there in one place for you, but just 2 institutions. So these programs are delivered at Leicester College, and applicants apply to Montfort University. So you go through their admissions process, but the decisions are still made by Leicester College, and you still study with us at Leicester College. You can find out more about the relationship between Montfort University and Leicester College on our previous higher education live Q&A broadcasts, which should be available on Facebook, I do believe. I'm just going to hand back over to Marco to explain a little bit more about the UCAS clearing process.
Okay, thanks, Emma. Great stuff. So as Katie has explained earlier, UCAS clearing is now open. Which means that if you're just starting your application, or if you are no longer holding any offers, you can apply to us by adding a clearing choice through track. Just to remind you, as Katie said, that your first steps are to seek advice and guidance, and we'll provide you with an email to allow you to contact the right people. So the best way to do this is to email us. If you'd like help with your UCAS application, or would like any advice and guidance on options, we recommend that you email careersAdvisors@leicestercollege.ac.uk, and that's just popped up on your screen there. If you've got more specific inquiries at kind of course level about what you're studying, or the structure of the course, or anything like that, it's probably best to come directly to the HE office of the college. So if you've got a course inquiry, it's an inquiry about content or modules, or how you might be taught and learn, then please come directly to us, and we'll get back to you as quick as we can. And as Katie pointed out, don't forget the newly introduced Clearing Plus feature on UCAS. This is quite a very kind of clever system that takes you to your top 50 course matches through the My Matches button on Track. And then you'll be able to easily, using Clearing Plus, you'll be able to easily tell universities and colleges you're interested in their courses. And from our perspective, if you're matched with a Leicester College course and are interested, using Clearing Plus, if you notify us of that, we'll give you a call. We'll phone you, and we'll talk to you about the chosen program, and potentially put you in touch with the course leader to hold an over the phone interview with regard admissions to that course. So, I mean, our bottom line at Leicester College is that throughout the clearing period, as with A-level results day on the 13th, 14th of August, we'll always try and speak to you folks. And so if you make an inquiry with us, if you make us a clearing choice, you will be speaking to a human being. You will get through to the course leader normally, who'll hold a telephone kind of interview with you. Remember Katie's advice there, not to get over anxious about that. We just want to know why you're applying, what you've done over the last 2 years, etc. So it is just really a friendly chat, but we would be able to tell you the outcome of that clearing application very quickly, so that we will either instruct you to add us as a clearing choice, and that place becomes formal, or we would advise you just to go back into clearing. It's really quite as simple as that, but be rest assured that you're kind of always going to be talking to a human being who's got your best interests at heart. Back to Emma.
Thanks a lot, Marco. So we're coming to the end of our presentation now, but I think, as Marco alluded to earlier, I think it's really important to acknowledge that a lot of people might be thinking that they want to apply, but the UCAS process is quite daunting. There's some costs involved, and if you're not currently with a school or a sixth form, or like many others, you might be a mature applicant as well, which a lot of our students are. Seeking advice is the best option. So if you are interested in any of our courses and you've not yet started that process of application, you've not got a UCAS application, contact us at the college, email heoffice@leicestercollege.ac.uk, and we'll talk you through all of the options and how we think you are best to apply and what courses might be suited to you and your kind of lifestyle and how you want to study. All of our courses are open on UCAS. They are on clearing. We do have spaces available on courses at the moment, including part-time courses. So if in doubt, give us a call or give us an email, because it can be quite scary. It's a commitment, but it's not too late. You've still got a couple of months to kind of mull over your options and get decisions in, and we will help you out with all of that process. So thank you for joining us on our presentation. I'm going to hand back to Nick, and hopefully we'll take some of your questions and answers. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks for that, guys. Obviously, there's quite a lot of information there to digest, and I suppose for anyone watching and anyone who's considering going through clearing, hopefully that's given them some of the information that's difficult to access. But also, as Emma was saying, and everyone else has reiterated, I think it's important to know that there's people who can help you, and there's people that you can contact directly if you are feeling a little bit lost or confused about what the best sort of plan is, and any specific questions you've got around clearing. So yeah, I would really encourage you to contact our team, either the careers team or the HE team, with your questions, really. And also use the time that we're now on air to please ask anything specific that you might have around clearing and results day. just to reiterate as well, results day is on the 13th of August. For anyone who might have panicked at the beginning of the broadcast, I apologise. That is the actual date for results day. So yeah, please bear that in mind. Thanks to everyone who's sent in questions so far. We've had a few people asking questions. Just need to clarify a few bits. So Aisha, you've asked, what if we don't come in on 30th of June? Might need a bit more info around that, and we'll do our best to answer that. Also had a question from Lena Cotadia, who's wondering whether it's too late to apply. No, we're still accepting applications. So please do go onto the Leicester College website. You'll see a big banner on the homepage that actually says it's not too late to apply. So please do click that, and you can see the range of courses and make an application.
Nick, can I just, yeah, I just wanted to add to that, because I saw that comment come in, and I actually think I've been in contact with Lena's daughter really recently about that, because it all sounded very familiar in terms of being at Beecham. So yeah, so if Lena's still tuned in, then yeah, your daughter has received an email back from me with some information as well. But definitely get applying.
Instant result there. So yeah, hopefully that's helped you, Lena. We've also got a question from Sonia. She's wondering what advice you'd give to people who are starting an HE course in September in light of COVID-19.
Yeah, I'm going to come in on that, and you know, there's a lot of stuff in the press about people deferring, and from a Leicester College perspective, our higher education is characterised by smaller teaching groups. So we're planning from September to proceed on the basis of a blended learning approach, which will, assuming that public health guidelines continue to relax a little bit, let's say, you know, down to 1 metre, etc., that we're planning a combination of face-to-face teaching and some online delivery stuff. It's been quite interesting that in the last 3 or 4 months, we've learned a hell of a lot as a teaching organisation about delivering online, and some of it's really good. Our students are telling us that they really enjoy it and like it, but we'd never go completely online, and that's why at our scale of operation, because of our smaller groups, from September certainly through to December, we're looking to combine a good balance of online teaching where it's relevant and effective and flexible and impactful with face-to-face classes. And I can reassure you that Leicester College isn't interested in putting at risk anyone's health, that's staff or students. So, you know, from September, we'll be following public health guidelines very closely. But we are aiming for a combination of online and face-to-face teaching, and we'd encourage you to continue through with your application.
Brilliant. Yeah, hopefully that's cleared things up for you. It's obviously quite a strange time, and no one's really experienced this before, so we are still kind of working out the best way that works for everyone. But yeah, so we've got a few questions that people are asking regularly around clearing, so I thought we'd just try and maybe answer a couple of those that we get asked about a lot. So one of these questions about sort of finance side of things, does going through clearing affect student loan? What advice can we offer on that?
So in short, no, it doesn't at all. At the moment, before you enrol, you are still able to go onto Student Finance England and change your course and your institution. So it's really a flexible process. So as long as you know where you want to study, you've still got time to change it. So we would recommend that you update your details as soon as possible. As soon as you know exactly where you're going to be at the start of term, make sure that you're going and informing Student Finance that you've changed. You can do this by logging in to Student Finance and doing your application yourself. If you haven't applied for Student Finance yet, you need to apply as soon as possible, giving yourself the best opportunity to get that in place for when you start. It can be a slow process, so as long as you can prove that you applied when you come and enrol at Leicester College, that's absolutely fine. You'll still be able to enrol as long as we've got your details. If you still have not changed your student finance by the time you enrol, that's still not a problem. We can change your student finance on your behalf. So if it gets to a point where you've changed your mind, you've come through clearing, and you have still got a different institution on your application, that's not a problem. Send us the paperwork, come and see us in the HE office or the admissions team, and we can still change your application on your behalf and do a transfer for you. So it really isn't anything to worry about. All we would advise is that you get your application in as soon as possible. Even if you're not sure where you're going to be studying, go for your first choice, get your application started and get that in, and we can help you out with the rest of the process. Thanks for that one, Nick.
Brilliant. Yeah, thank you. I think based on what you said there, if anyone's got questions around the sort of finance and student loan side of things, you guys are also available to kind of help them out in terms of those kind of questions and difficulties with student loans and things like that. We're going to have to wrap it up pretty soon because we're just running over our time now. But have you guys got any other particular areas that you wanted to cover or anything else you wanted to say before we kind of wrap up?
All good from me. No, thank you.
Cool, brilliant. Thank you. If anyone who's watching has got any questions, please do submit them in the comments, and we can respond there. Or, as we said earlier, please get in touch directly with the teams that are with us today. So we've got Katie's from the careers team, and you can contact their team on that email address. And we've also got the AHE office, which is Marco and Emma, and you can contact them on this email address. There's also links which we've mentioned in the comments as well. If you have got any other questions, please just drop them in the comments and we'll do our best to answer them today. Thanks a lot for participating today, guys, and for everyone who's tuned in.
Thanks, Nick.
Good luck on results day, and we hope to hear from you soon.
Yeah,
good luck, everyone.
Good luck, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.